Hi guys, it's your girl Elijah Tara, and I'm back with another video. Some people call me Tara, some people call me Ja, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share. But I just want to have a quick conversation. I know it's like really late at night, so I don't expect anybody to even see this video probably until tomorrow. But it was just something that was weighing heavy on. It was just something I needed to come to you all to have a conversation about. And as you can see, it's the end of the night, so I'm like laying in bed, relaxed. But anyways, there was a situation that occurred yesterday. Nothing I post is going to be anything of negativity. Understand something. Truth is not negative. Truth can only be positive. It's just the way that it's perceived via the person. But yesterday went to go pick up some food, and the girl that I picked up the order from, which I see her on a frequent basis because it's a restaurant I go into frequently. But I picked up the food, and now let me do a quick rewind. As of right now, on what is it, Threads, there is kind of like this trend that's going on where it's like women literally have taken over threads. Like, my threads is nothing but women, which I am here for it. I love it. If you know me, I'm a woman's woman. Always been a woman's woman. If you go back to any of my previous videos, which I'm probably going to link, one of the first videos that I did, or the earlier videos that I did, but I also have a playlist on YouTube called Goddess Talks or Goddess Talk. But this is another one of those conversations. Not trying to rag on anybody, just something that I see in general that I'm noticing. It wasn't just where I came from or where I moved from, which is Detroit. It's also um occurring down here in Florida, and I see it. Like, this last year, I've spent, as you can see, if you watch any of my vegan review videos, I've literally been all over the country. But I notice it's something that I'm seeing all across the country, and I just don't understand why. But the situation that occurred yesterday, I go pick up the food. I tell the girl she is really gorgeous, which, like I said, this is something that I've been doing even before this trend started, just because it's who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, one, I'm comfortable within myself, so I have my own level of confidence. So I'm not intimidated by another woman's beauty. You know what I'm saying? And I see beauty in all women. Like, if y'all seen what I seen, y'all wouldn't act the way that half of y'all act. But I told her she was beautiful, and like her response was so adorable. But it was a realization for me. She was like, "Who, me?" And I was like, "Yeah, you ain't. It ain't nobody else. It's nobody else I could be talking to." And like, to some people that reaction would have been like harmless, but for me it was like, wait a minute, you don't see yourself as beautiful? And I mean, when I say this baby is adorable, she is adorable, okay? And it's not even just like an adorable, like, she really is beautiful. But it's just the fact that she didn't see herself that way that made me think, what is going on that it's hard for people to see. Well, I'm not even gonna say people. It's hard for women to see just how beautiful they are. And if you don't know, I said it previously, I'm from Detroit. So growing up in Detroit, you grow up around a myriad of different people. So growing up, I had a lot of friends that were from the Middle East. If you don't know, in Michigan, there's a city called Dearborn. Dearborn is like nationally known as like the capital. Well, it's not the capital, but it's where a lot of people from the Middle East move to. So it was something that I noticed growing up. And when I was in high school and as an adult, because I didn't just have friends from the Middle East while I was in high school, it was all throughout my entire life. Um, Being around them, it made me feel some type of way because I didn't like the fact that they had no rights. I felt like they didn't have any voice. Just like the level of, my opinion, disrespect towards women was just unbelievable. Just because I feel like women should be held to a higher, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like a higher pedestal, not a pedestal, but like women should be regarded and doted over as divine. I mean, at the end of the day, like, a woman creates life. You know what I'm saying? And I've said this before in the previous videos, especially when I first started making videos, that I understand that men are told, like, oh, you're God's gift to earth and da 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 and blah 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 blah, but it's like, you wouldn't be down here if it wasn't for women, right? So with that being said, we should be respecting women, and I'm not gonna say we, people should be respecting women a lot more than what they do. But in addition to respecting women more, women, you have to see yourself as divine, as what it is that you truly are. Like I said, you have the ability to create life, and you can create life without a man. Like, science lesson, or biology, or anatomy, same difference. There are glands on the side of a woman's pocketbook. We're gonna keep it cute, okay? That exude the proteins that if you stand on your head long enough, you can actually create your own child. Like, you don't need a man to do that. Science has known about it for a while now, but they're now just starting to talk about it. So you can do your own research, but this is the absolute honest to goodness truth. I don't come on here and I don't spread lies. Um, and then on top of that, if you want to get biblical, didn't in that book they said Mary had Jesus without the help of Joseph? She didn't have help from a man. Like, she had the baby by herself, and it wasn't through in vitro or artificial insemination. Like, she had him on his own, which she had him on her own, which just goes to prove my point. Like, this can be done, but I just don't understand why women don't see themselves as prestige. Like, I just don't get it. Like, and I'm noticing it more and more and more. Like, you interact with women, and it's like they just seem so beat down. You know what I'm saying? Their self esteem, their confidence, their strength. Like, but I feel like times are changing just because of women's interaction with other women. Like, you can't expect a guy to come in and make you feel completely worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, your worthiness shouldn't be external. You know what I'm saying? It should be internal. So I just don't understand, like I said, the amount of women who wake up and don't see themselves as beautiful. And when I say, like, I thought it was just a Detroit thing. I ain't gonna lie, because I did put out a video. Like, the women in Detroit are beautiful. Baby, it ain't just Detroit. Like, when I say I be down here and I see so many women that are just so gorgeous, and it's just like they don't even realize it. Like, how do you look in the mirror every day and you don't see your own beauty? And I'm going to clarify, it's not even just a external beauty, it's also an internal beauty. Like, you can feel it when you come in contact with people. Like, oh my gosh, she's just the sweetest person as can be. You know what I'm saying? Or if this person is just who they are as a person is just amazing, it's incredible. But it's like their standards are so beneath them. You know what I'm saying? And I really would love if all women stepped into this season of knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, it's not saying, well, I mean, it's possible every woman can wake up tomorrow and just be like, okay, we all know our worthiness. Okay, mote it be. Okay, because I don't know. I feel like, well, I do know, but I just feel like this season that I'm seeing so many women in, I would really love for you all to step out of that and understand your worthiness. There was another woman that I seen today. When I say like she was so unhappy, like you could see it all over her face. She was so unhappy to the point where I almost wanted to snatch her up and hug her myself. If you don't know me, that's the type of person that I am, especially when it comes to women. If you see me talking to a guy, I might be kind of like nonchalant and like, whatever. Because you know what I'm saying? It's not to say that I don't love guys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got love for y'all too. But most of y'all, the way y'all be coming at me, I'd be like, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just like I said, I don't know. I'm in my whole little season where I'm just like, I'm not doing that. Okay, like don't. Oh, can I? No, like you know what I'm saying. If it ain't on a business or a friend, like that's it. You know. So like my interactions with women are a lot more compassionate and affectionate, just because that's who I am as a person. I'm a very affectionate person. But like I said, she seemed so unhappy to the point where like I literally wanted to snatch her up and just hug her and tell her everything is going to be okay. Like, and she was incredibly gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Got hair, more body than shit. I don't think she knew what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But like I said, it's just so many women out there that I just see them and they just, it's like they don't believe in their own divinity. And it's like, you literally have the ability to create life. That in itself is precious. You know what I'm saying? There are so many intricacies of a woman that makes us so amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think we're doubted. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Doted, doted over enough to where the point a lot of you all don't believe it. Like, and don't get me wrong, if you would have had this conversation with me probably, okay, maybe 6 years ago, I'd have been like, who's you talking to? I know him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I went through my whole season because I gained weight of not feeling like myself. So I get it, but it's like, you can't stay there. You know what I'm saying? You have some situations that may come along that may make you feel a certain type of way, but to stay within that, not knowing who you are and not knowing your capabilities and not knowing how amazing you are, not knowing how great you are, not knowing how beautiful you are internally and externally, you can't stay in that. Like, no, like, absolutely not. So, I don't know. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and have a conversation with the ladies about the way that you all are seeing yourself. Like, I need y'all to wake up every day, walk straight to the mirror, morning breath and all, hair, body on, hair wide, I don't care. And you wrote, I don't care. And tell yourself, I honor myself, I value myself, I love myself, and I trust myself. You know what I'm saying? Holy, okay? Like, and like women that I'm seeing, like, they don't see their beauty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean their beauty, like without the nails, without the hair, without the eyelashes, without the makeup, without the this. It's like you don't have to put on a mask to leave every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand some of you all do it because you just want to, but it's like that's not really who you are. Like, and the thing is I know so many, and I'm not ragging on anybody that wears makeup, because at the end of the day, it's your choice. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. But half of the time, the women that I be seeing, it's like when they take the makeup off, you be like, dang, you look even better with it off than you do with it on. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, who set the standard of beauty? And why is it massively being followed by us? Like, don't tell me a man said it, because if a man set the standard of what beauty should be, child, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense. But I don't know. Like I said, well, I do know. I just really need you all to step into this season of knowing your worth, providing yourself self-care, not needing love from anybody outside of yourself. Like, you have to fall in love with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said in my previous video, it's important to date yourself. You cannot expect any person, whether it be a man or a woman, whoever you're dating, to come along and do more for you than you're doing for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect a guy to come spoil you if you don't spoil you. You know what I'm saying? That may have worked before, but it's not going to work moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world has shifted. You know what I'm saying? I hear so many guys complain like, "Oh, this," especially being down here, just because like this whole city girl culture, I guess is a thing in certain areas, but like guys be complaining that, oh, women ask for this and they ask for this, but then again these men will turn around and do the same exact thing. So I'm like, y'all pointing your finger, but you will turn around in a hot minute and ask a woman for some money. Like, that's unacceptable. Okay, like, I'm being real. I don't care how hard times get. As a man, if you turn around and ask a woman for money, that's a problem. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you shouldn't expect a man to do anything for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do it for yourself. And I realized, maybe because it was the way like our grandparents were raised, they were always kept, they were always taken care of. So it's like women now are trying to go back to that, like, oh, I just want to be kept. And it's like, I don't know, I've always been the type to, like, I don't, I feel like when you're in that situation, you don't have very many choices because you're not the one that's bringing in money. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, you're the one that's being taken care of. It's like a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, your child don't really have that much of a say so because that child's not taking care of itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? They may have an opinion, but are you paying for anything? And it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you kind of got to just do as you're told. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you realize, that's the way that I've always seen being kept. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you can fall in love with the person that really truly loves you, is not going to treat you like that. However, me as a woman, and maybe this is all I've always been like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go get it myself because at the end of the day, I don't want to have to be stuck in a situation where I'm dependent on this one particular person to make sure everything in my life goes of a certain type of way. And then when that person doesn't meet my expectations the way that I want them met, now I'm feeling slighted. Like, so I don't put myself in positions like that to where I have to need a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come with my own, so that way I don't need you. I can leave whenever I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, mm-mm. Like, even if a guy's like, oh, I'm gonna fly you out here, best believe I'm going with my own money. Because if I'm ready to go, I'm ready to book a flight and be out. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm not, you're not about to put me in no box. You know what I'm saying? And that's if, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type where you ain't about to just fly me out. Because you fly me out, you know what he going to expect. And you ain't getting this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I've always moved differently than the people that I was around. So not too many people understood why I was the way that I was. But I'm sure some woman at some point is going to see this video and you're going to understand exactly what it is that I'm saying. Like, women have been in situations where, like, you know what I'm saying, a person has done something for you and now that things go sour, you know what I'm saying, they want to throw it back in your face. I'm not trying to hear that. So it's like, I don't need you to do anything for me just so you don't have the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm speaking as far as like the guy, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the person that I end up being with, that's going to be completely different because that's just different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just say all this to say, like, as women, y'all gotta take y'all power back. Like, y'all gotta step into, like I said, knowing truly how beautiful you really are, and not just externally, internally too. Like, knowing your worth, knowing your divinity, knowing the power that you have, knowing, you know what I'm saying, your ability to create. Like, you know what I'm saying? Creating a child is literally one of the most amazing things that you can do in this world is to give back to this world a piece of you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Like I said, if you're seeing this video, I love you. Know your worth. If anybody else told you today, you are absolutely gorgeous. Go tell yourself that, okay? Like, go tell yourself that enough until you believe it. And that's another thing. The craziest thing, I've seen some of the most beautiful women, and you tell them this, and they just be behooved. Like, what? I'm what? It's just like, how do y'all not know this? Like, who are y'all around that y'all, they don't make you feel like this? Like, I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I hype my friends up. Like, I'm not about to, no. Girl, you killing them. You slaying them. Your face be, you know what I'm saying? Even with the makeup on. Like, I'm not a shady girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a mean girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I see so much beauty within the world and I see so much beauty within women and some men too. But it's like, y'all gotta realize your worth and not fall prey to what society is telling you and understand like there is no standard of beauty. Okay, like there's no standard of beauty. I used to say this when I was a kid, that there's no such thing as normal. Like there's nobody that's normal. There is a certain thing where a lot of people do a specific thing, so it's something that becomes generalized, but there's no such thing as normal. There's no such thing as a standard of beauty because we're all different. We're all gonna look different. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't get me wrong, you do got doppelgangers out there, but even with that being said, this person may look like you, but they're not you. They don't have the same characteristics. They don't have the same life experiences. They don't have the same purpose. They don't have the same background story. So it's like you are unique. You have to understand your uniqueness and your authenticity and the value that you bring specifically to this world. Nobody else can bring that value to this world except you. And that's just on period. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it took me some time even myself to understand that within myself, like there is not one soul down here on this realm or any realm that can be me. You know what I'm saying? You may have a couple other chicks that may look like me, but they're not me. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes for you. There may be another woman out there that may look just like you, but she's not you. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't exude your essence. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like y'all gotta tap in and know this, not believe it, because to believe something means there's a room full of doubt. Well, there's room for doubt. You don't believe your parents are your parents, you know they are. I need you to know you're unique. I need you to know you're worthy. I need you to know how incredible you are. I need you to know how authentic you are. I need you to know you're perfect just the way that you are. You are enough, okay? Like, but anyways, I'm going to end this video just because it's late. I got some stuff I gotta do before I hit the hay. But anyways, you all have an amazing night. Bye.